Whoops. Almost missed the entrance to field 2. So this is field 2. This is the other field, and what we're going to do, we're going to put oilseed radish in this field. Because it's all cultivated and all ready to go, but we don't really have anything that we want to plant in here. So I thought it'd be a good idea to just put some oilseed radish in here. When it grows all in, we can plow it in and have some good fertilizer in this field. We'll be ready to go for whatever Brian decides to plant in it. Now, with that being said, he has some construction plans for that field over by the chickens. The one that we use to access it. I discussed with him about putting in a silo, and he thinks that's a good idea because then we won't have to be going back and forth too much to the farm. Although, I mean, the farm isn't that far away. It would still just be easier, and it's so tight you can't put a trailer in there. So I'm just gonna kind of empty it right into the bucket of the telehandler and then just tip it over the fence so we don't have to go in there. Although the telehandler should be able to go in there without a problem. It's just not something that I really want to do. And he was actually telling me that space, he's going to put some greenhouses in there. So I feel like that's very interesting. That'll be a really good thing to do. Now, another thing that he was talking about, he was talking about bees. And he was saying that he wouldn't mind to get some bees because, as everybody knows, we're having an issue with bees. If bees go extinct, then literally, farmers, everything is going to suffer. So he wants to get some beehives. And then he said we can get honey off the bees, and in return the bees can kind of pollinate things around. So that's a pretty good idea. Although we're not really growing anything that bees can fertilize. Bees can pollinate. But they may be useful to other farmers or gardens in the area. So, yeah, I mean, it's his farm. He absolutely can do what he wants. And there is no upkeep to bees, so it doesn't really matter to us. All we'll have to do is just keep an eye on the honey and sell that off for him when we get enough. Of course, we may take a couple jars. Fresh honey. There's nothing better than fresh honey in your tea or on your biscuit or even in your fried chicken. I absolutely love honey fried chicken. So we're going to continue on with this. And field 3, I told him that it's all ready to go. I did tell him that, lime, it's something that he should really think about putting some lime on the field. But again, he said he's not too worried about it this season. So we will let that go. And he asked us if we'll be okay for the cows with just having the one field. Now, personally, I feel we're going to be just fine. We have a lot of hay in the barn as it is. Hay, there you go again, straw. We have a lot of straw in the barn as it is. And it doesn't seem like they go through straw too quickly. So I'm not too concerned about it. What I am concerned about, though, I told him, we have a couple grass fields. I said, why aren't we making our own TMR? Why are we buying TMR? He has a silage bunker on the property. We should be utilizing it. And he agreed. So we're going to have to buy a mower and some equipment for grass. Now, of course, right now we don't have enough money to buy a lot. 162,000, that's... Oh, man, I mean, that may just get us a mower. So what I was thinking is buying a mower, possibly a windrower, and a forage wagon. I think that'd be the best way to go. There's no reason to make silage bales. We're gonna just take it and we're gonna just dump it into the silage bunker anyway. So I don't think we're gonna need to get anything like bale wrappers or anything like that. I mean, we have a baler, but I really think the bunker is the way to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this somewhat prepared. I'm going to get the headland done here. And then I think we'll get Keith to work on this. And then we're going to work on something else. Alright, so we got the go-ahead from Brian to get whatever we needed, and I think we kind of went a little overboard here, so we got the Vicon Extra front mower and rear mower, and we got this windrower here. Now the problem is, we're down to about $46,000, and we still need a forage wagon, and we only have 2 tractors right now, and the one tractor that we can use for this, I don't know if it has enough horsepower, is busy seeding. The big John Deere, it can't put a front mower on, so we're kind of screwed. So I called Brian, and he is going to put some money into the account, and we're going to buy some equipment. That's what we're going to do. That's the plan here. So yeah, we're just going to have to wait around for him to get the money in there. And, yeah. But, I guess while we're here, we'll kind of browse and see what tractor we're going to want and what forage wagon we're going to want. Well, alright. So, Brian actually came down and he bought these things. So, he bought this here, another 6250R. This has 300 horse. And it's got a front loader attachment. We don't have a tractor with a front loader attachment, so that'll be good. And we got this Pottinger here, and this has tanks for silage additives. So we're going to get some silage additive for that too. Hopefully we'll get a better yield off that. But first things first, we need to hook onto these mowers, and we need to mow that field. Now, some of these mowers will windrow it. I'm not sure if this is one of them. Let me drop this down and take a look. This mower looks a little odd to me. This may windrow it. If that's the case, we may not need that windrower after all. Alright, so it turns out I don't think we're going to need that windrower. This mower actually does windrowing, so that's good. That'll be a little bit more money in the account. So yeah, I'm going to get over to that field, which I feel like it's over there by where the sheep would be if we had sheep. That's where I think it is anyway. And we'll start mowing that. See how this works. And then we'll grab that forage wagon and we'll collect it all up. And we'll dump it into the silage bunker there. And then yeah, we'll be on our way to making food for our own cows. Wow, okay, so we had to come all the way in from over there to get into this field. Kind of crazy. This is a tight fit too. But we're here. And I mean, technically, we could cut the grass over here in the sheep pasture. I mean, we're not using it anyway. So, why not? I mean, we're not going to use all of that for the cows. So we could get money off that. We definitely could. Alright, so let's just get in place here, because this is always awkward to start. Okay, we're just gonna... Put those flaps down like that. Turn on that mower. Lower it. Turn on that mower. Lower that. And we'll see what happens here. Oh, look at that. It is making a perfect swath. Oh, this is gorgeous. What a time saver. What a time saver, man. Then all I have to do is just grab the forage wagon and come pick this up. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I tell you, they do not have a need for rain in this area. It rains so much, I can't believe it. Horrible weather. It's literally rained every day, but ooh, look at that. That is a pretty sight. That gives me hope, man. That gives me hope. It doesn't look like it's going to rain too long, so that's good. We are missing bits here. Turning with these. It seems like I'm missing stuff, but I mean it's all right. Now, those are quite a ways away from each other, but considering that how it's doing the swath, I guess that's why, because it's shooting it right down the middle. This is a handy mower, man. This is definitely well worth the money. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about missing those bits too much. Like I say, I'm kind of missing around the fence too, but that's all right. Again, I'm not too worried about it. All right. Let's lift these up, and now we'll start going up and down. Alright, so that is a job well done. Man, I love that mower. for silage, man, this is going to be fantastic. You know, obviously, if you had to TED this, it wouldn't matter. But yeah, for silage, that is all right. So as you can see, it's still raining, kind of miserable. What I think I might do, and I'm really serious about this. I may mow the sheep pasture over there. And also, let's see here. Let's just hop this. Is this where the chickens are? Are we near the chickens? I feel like we have to be, right? We have to, yeah. So here's the chickens right here. Now he wants to turn this field. He wants to put greenhouses. I mean, obviously, this whole field isn't going to be greenhouses. That would be ridiculous. That'd be a lot of greenhouses. But I wonder if we can't cut this grass here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see why not. You know, I think that's what I might do tomorrow. I'm going to cut this grass. I'm going to cut the grass in the sheep pasture. And we're going to collect all that up and put that in our silage bunker. And, yeah. We're going to make a lot of silage off this, I think. You know what I may do with this? I may end up plowing all this up and replanting grass to get a really good yield. And, you know, we can't forget, we do have field 2 and field, I keep forgetting what that one is. Field 23, is it? I think. Yeah, I think field 23. So we have those 2 fields as well. I mean, we could plant grass in one of those. You know, I should have just opened these gates up. But yeah, we could plant grass in one of those fields as well. Not only would it keep the cows fed, but it'd make us a tidy little profit as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to head back off to the farm. Get some dinner, get some rest, and hit this hard tomorrow. What we're going to do first, though, is we're going to collect that, because I need to go up and get that forage wagon. And we need to put additive in that, because I want to get that first load in there, and then we'll cut the rest of it. Yep, I think that sounds like a plan. And we need to check on Keith also. We need to make sure he's still doing all right. All right, so the question is, how tricky is it going to be to back in there? Would probably been better to come up from that way. I wonder if I could turn this around in here. I don't know. You know what? see here. I don't think I don't think the neighbors will mind. We just kind of do this here. I mean, it's kind of strange because if you look, our building there is on this property, but it's not ours, so. Ooh, just made that. Oh, that is not where I want to go with this. So this is just the first load. I may have made a mistake. Maybe I should have bought a bigger forage wagon. Let's empty that out. I know one thing. The silage additive, it goes down real slow. So no worries of running out of that. Alright guys, so that's our first load done. We're going to go back and we're going to keep doing this, and we're going to cut those couple other fields, and yeah, we'll come back when it's all done to see how much we got. Well, this is the last load for that field anyway. Boy, in hindsight, I should have bought a bigger forage wagon here. I don't know what I was thinking. 26,000 liters, that's not a lot. that's not a lot at all. I mean, we have, I don't know how many wagon loads in here, but quite a bit. I mean, it isn't even close to being full for the amount of cows we have. This is a lot. This will make quite a bit of TMR, I'm guessing. I don't know exactly how much is in there. We had to make 4 or 5 trips, maybe more. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can get a. Alright, so it looks like we have over 120,000 liters of chaff in there. So that's not bad. And we still have to mow those other fields. So, you know, I could probably sell this and we would have enough money to get a bigger one. But you know what? We got it now, so we're gonna stick with this one. That's what we're gonna do. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it works, and the fields aren't far from the farm, so yeah, why not? And it's such a beautiful day. I think I'm just gonna take a jog over here. The mower is only just over here. So we have to mow these 2 fields, collect those, put them in there, and then we need to work on leveling that. That'll be a fun job. Okay, let's see here. Where do I want to start? Well, I guess we'll start by first unfolding this to see where we have to be. Let me... No, not that one. I want to just put those down so I can see... Oops. Okay. There's that little fence behind the wall there. Alright. So I guess we'll start there. All right, so here we go. More mowing. Fun, fun, fun. So I definitely think I'm going to talk to Brian about possibly field 23. Like I said, I think it's field 23. Maybe planting grass in there. Field 2, I kind of feel that... Oops. I think that field 2 is a little too large for grass. I don't think we need that much silage, because we still have the field that we just cut. We can always cut these fields. I need to close that gate. Although, I'm pretty sure Brian said something about getting sheep. He's, you know, he likes the idea of having a farm with animals, which is fine. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to kind of cut right across like this here. Oh, and they did take the junk off the farm. That's one thing I totally forgot to tell you guys. But anyways, I think that's where I'm done rambling. So let's get this job done, and let's see if I can't get that little bit there. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, I will see you when all of the mowing is done. Guys, so that one field, the grass just wasn't cutting right. It was cutting, but it wasn't leaving any swath down. But I think we're good, because the field that we just did, if we could get, well, what do we have? We have 120 some thousand liters, right? So we need, if we get 70,000 liters out of this field, that'll bring us to 200,000 liters of silage that we'll have. Now, we do not need 200,000 liters of TMR for the cows. We probably don't need 100,000, but if we end up with 200,000, we'll keep 100,000 of it for TMR. And we'll sell 100,000 of it off. I think that'll be the best bet. But before we do any of that, we have to collect it all, and we still have to compact it. And we may go to the shop and see if they have something to help us compact it a little quicker Although the big John Deere would probably do a good job with the tracks. Alright, this time around, let's get in here and let's shut this gate. Try to shut the gate. There we go. And start to go around the perimeter. As I said, I could have sold this and we could have got a bigger one, but I feel like we spent the money on it. It's ours now. So yeah, I mean, oh, if you take a look over there, see that? It's all nice and clear now. That junk's out of there. So we got some money back because we did sell that wood drawer. Didn't need that. Don't need that at all. So that's great. And while I was cutting the first field, the very first field, I noticed that there was money came into the account. And I mentioned it to Brian, and he said, yeah, just to make sure we have enough money for the month to cover costs for Keith and stuff like that, in case we need to employ somebody else. You never know. Although I don't really see that happening. We only have the 4 fields, and 3 of those are taken care of. So we're doing good. We're doing good on that. Alright guys, so I am going to collect all of this and drop it off and see when we're done and see how much we have. All right, that's a wrap on that field. I'm more than happy with that. We should definitely have over 200,000 liters in that silo. So, yeah, this is going really good. So all we have to do now is just dump this last load off. And that's where we'll end this episode. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Jeez, you know, I still get all turned around on this map for some reason. But this will be our last load, and like I said, I'm probably going to go to the shop. I'm going to see what they have for levelers and see if we can't level this. The big tractor would probably do it. But I don't know. I'll see what they have first. If they don't have anything that seems interesting, and I mean, with the pile that we have, it might just be smarter to do it with the big tractor. Those tracks should be able to get up this mound pretty easy. All right, we'll dump that out. There we go. All right, so all those fields we managed to cut, and we collected with this. That was awesome. That was a job well done, man. That mower made the job so much easier. Now, the only thing I am curious about, that does say silage additive. So, what does that mean? This isn't silage yet. This is chaff, and prior to that it was grass. So does that silage additive work once this becomes silage, or how does it work? I'm not too sure. What I should have done, I could have tested it, taking a load without any of the additive in it and seeing how much I got, and then put the silage additive in and see how much I got. But for some reason, I'm thinking that it's going to affect the yield once this turns to silage. I don't know. We'll have to monitor. What I'll do is I'll make sure I jot down how many liters we have in here at the moment, and then when this actually turns into silage, I'll have to check it again to see how much we have in there. But anyway, guys, that's where we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And, yeah, join me next time on Calmsden Farm. See you real soon, guys.